Hi, my name's Dave Rieger. I'm shop manager here at Paradise Garage.
I'm actually Broadhead. I'm Journeyman Red Seal here at Paradise Garage, and I paint classic cars.
Hello, I'm Grant Nikiwski. I'm the shop foreman here at Paradise Garage, and the best thing I love about being here is I get to build cars with my son Roger.
Hi, I'm Roger Nikiwski from Paradise Garage. I'm a mechanic here, and I get to work on some of the most beautiful cars in the world.
Hey, my name's Carson. People call me Shaggy, and I'm the first year apprentice at Paradise Garage. I'm also the coolest guy here.
I'm Miles Schiller. I'm the owner of Paradise Garage, and I'm the boss.
At Paradise Garage in Lloydminster, Alberta, you'll find some cool characters and some even cooler cars. Miles Schiller and his team tackle every kind of project imaginable, from Pro Tour builds to hot rods to custom designs out of their state-of-the-art facility. Building dream cars for their clients is the ultimate goal for these skilled and passionate technicians.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Told you how to return?
Yep. Signature.
Actually, I don't need your signature. He gave it to me outside.
Right on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then you do have to
Perfect. Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep, see you.
Roger is hard at work tuning up the engine of one of the many classic cars currently being restored.
Basically, gap and spark plugs. I got the other side done. I had a belt. It was too short. So I threw the new one on. Now that they're gapped out, I'm going to install them, put the plug wires on, and be done with that. And then I'm going to move on to put an oxygen sensor in. Basically, I got to drill it in, make my marks. This is one way to do it. There's multiple ways, but this is stock way for the EFI aftermarket that we put on. Just measure this stuff up, drill a hole. Done. Magic, make it happen.
Meet Ashley, a journeyman Autobody technician and restoration specialist. He's gearing up to prep this stunning 1968 Pontiac Parisienne for a small-scale paint job.
So we're just going to finish up masking here. It's going to be about another 15 minutes, get it all ready, get the car so we don't get any overspray on it from the paint. And after we get it all masked, we'll start painting it. So we got it all, the car all masked up, ready to go. We're going to put some sealer on it, and then base coat, then clear coat. It's just a spot repair, so we just seal the spot that needs to be painted. So now we got to wait about 10 minutes before we put the paint on.
If you're looking for an experienced journeyman mechanic and classic engine specialist, Grant is your guy. He's a jack of all trades and will have your dream car running smoothly in no time.
What I'm doing is I'm test fitting this. This car came to us in a bazillion pieces, so we're kind of putting everything together. And hence the cardboard on this new radiator, because we don't want to damage anything, right? So, stuff like this is tricky, trying to line it all up. You gotta try and make sure all your holes are lined up, and there's 8 holes, and only 4 of them are right. So let's see.
Meet Miles Schiller, the main man in charge, the boss. Miles' hobby of collecting cool muscle cars turned into a full-time gig when he decided to open Paradise Garage.
Well, you know what? I'm excited to go to the shop. It's been kind of one of those days, though, where things just haven't planned out. We spent half a day Friday as a whole team, all the technicians, admin staff, the journeyman, everybody off-site, planning this great business and talking about roles and systems and protocol, and all of a sudden I get here today and it's already fell all apart. So I'm gonna have to have a talk with a few people and see what's going on. We got to get this fixed. When I was here a little earlier, part of the thing is with our parts are supposed to come in, be checked off, and then delivered by Dave over to the technician so jobs can keep getting done. That wasn't done, so I can guarantee the parts are still sitting there at the front door. The other part is we've got one person that orders all the parts, and that's Dave. That's his job. And I've got Grant and his son Roger. Just because they're in a mechanic bay, they keep spending time to try to figure out what parts they need and stuff, which is fine. Instead of just letting Dave know. But a good example is between 4 people today, it cost me 3 hours of labor minimum just for them to order one 24-inch cable for a throttle. That's ridiculous. So we're going to have that discussion and make it very clear who does the parts ordering. You know what? We got to get this solved because it's too much. 3 hours today. That's just, I don't know. That's coming out of my pocket. It's not going to continue.
That's great.
So, Roger, Grant, we need to have a chat. Well, not the moon yet. So, just want to talk to you guys. So Friday, we had our off-site planning meeting, right? And we talked about parts ordering and different things like that. So I'm just going to tell you what I witnessed today that has to be fixed, okay? The cable for that truck, which is about 24 inches long, right? We took about 3 hours of shop time probably. We wouldn't have billed that out to a customer to get the cable, right? So what I need is from you and from everybody else, but it came to light today, is what I need from you guys is we've got a certain system in place. Tell Dave what you need. We don't need you to show us exactly everything you need. If you gotta trust Dave. And you know what, he's gonna mess up now and then, that's okay. But you gotta trust him. If he says, Roger, I'm gonna get you this and this is how it's gonna work, okay. And if it doesn't work, well, then we'll all know for next time, right? I don't think any of us know all the answers, so we just kind of need to do it a little better, carburetors, whatever it is. Dave's the guy I trust to do that, so give him the stick. Between you and Dave, I was sitting upstairs, I never said a word because I couldn't talk because I was kind of biting my tongue. There was probably half to 3/4 an hour looking online, looking at parts, Princess Auto, Home Depot. Lana went to town twice to get a 24-inch cable. Okay, so we just need to tighten that up. This is a very tight margin business, as you know, we've talked about that before. Billable hours are key, right? If you're not billing me out, if you're not billing you out, we don't get paid. So, can we do that? I think it's a workable system. If you have suggestions, recommendations, absolutely. But what I don't want, I guess, is you guys spending a half hour a day or an hour a day looking up parts. It's not your job, okay? Please trust the guy that's doing it. We trust you to do this. Trust him to do that, trust me to do my part, and we'll all survive. Are we good? Okay, boys. Gotcha. Let's fucking rock and roll.
Okay, gotcha.
Now that the parts fiasco has been settled, let's take a look at what the others are getting up to. Carson, a.k.a. Shaggy, is busy working away to smooth the surface of this car before primer is applied.
Right now I'm just knocking off any of the surface rust so that when we spray primer on top that it doesn't come dropping back through. And just basically keeps it all sealed and clean like it is now.
Dealing with smoke damage on a classic car is no joke, but Kyle's the right guy for the job.
So right now I'm working on the burn victim of a Challenger. It was in a garage fire and we are cleaning it as best we can to get rid of all the smoke damage. In the all the venting, there's some soot, so I pulled most of it out already. I'm working on taking out the heater box here, and I got a little more to go, but that's what I've been doing today. So this is just one of the sensors here. The wires are dangling right there.
just all, I think that's for the temp sensor, but all sorts of stuff's got to get pulled off and on with this. And
so I just came back. I was picking up some bumpers we sent away and got chromed for a 1971 Buick Riviera. It's a cool project. We actually took the bumper off because in the Riviera the bumper hides half the grille. So we actually took the bumper off, cut the center part out, and then sent the two ends away. We welded them up and everything. Sent them away to Alberta Plating down in Calgary and got them chromed. So now I'm going to take them in, give them to Ashley, and we're going to see how they fit.
Miles is involved in every aspect of the garage. No matter how big or small the project may be, he wants to make sure every restoration is up to par.
Hey Ashley, I got your bumpers, buddy. For that beautiful Riviera. I'm not going to open them. I don't open them. Crack one open. Let's see what it looks like. Grab a knife. I don't. Oh, you're not that tough. Come on. So we sent these away to Alberta Plating, got these re-chromed. Oh, that's tough. Look, there's this. Ding up the chrome, eh? Oh yeah, beautiful job.
Is it? Oh yeah.
Look at this.
That looks mint, eh?
Wow. Just take a look. It's gonna sit just like that. Wow. That's beautiful. Hey, look at that, Ash. Hey, holy cow. He's gonna be thrilled. These came out beautiful, man.
You did a good job, eh?
That's a great job.
So yeah, I just basically came in 56 Ford half-ton truck, original motor, original frame, aftermarket wheels. We brought it in. I started with pulling the front end off, pulled the box off, pulled the original motor out. After we took that out, I took all the whole front cross member stuff out. All the brake lines came out. The rear end got ripped out or disassembled. Taken apart, I put a Mustang 2 front end in it, boxed the rails for the frame, put the rest of it in, put a rack and pinion steering in, a new I Did It steering column, some double D shaft. It came, basically we got a Chevy 350 rebuilt for it, so it's not a Ford motor, it's not the original motor.
Original motor or not, this classic car will be running seamlessly once Roger is done giving it some much needed attention.
So our sealer's dry.
Meanwhile, Ashley is putting the finishing touches on the paint repair of the red Pontiac.
For any dust, any dirt. There shouldn't be any dirt, but there might be some dust. We'll tack it.
He goes ahead and seals in the coat before finishing up the repair.
I'm going to clear the panel, clear just this spot, and then I'm going to pull this masking off, and we're going to use a blender to burn out the edges so you don't see the tape lines. Okay, we'll let that one flash off and then we'll put one more coat on and then she's done.
Back in the main garage, Miles needs to talk with Dave, the shop manager, about another issue that's popped up.
Dave! You know, we just went over this Friday. I don't know what guys gonna do. So, I guess I just kind of curious. We had that offsite meeting Friday. What was our protocol and systems, if you recall, for parts?
Well, we've got this nice new bench here that we've got all our parts set up on when they come in.
Yeah.
And to be checked off.
And?
Well, I've been so busy today on the phone with customers, with suppliers and everybody else. Unfortunately, I just haven't had any time yet today to check the parts off.
So we need to check them off, but we also have to deliver them to technicians because the technicians need the parts so they can continue working, right? And I get it, you're busy. So I think what we're gonna have to do in that case is when you're that busy, send Lana down at least to check them off,
Okay.
and have her deliver them to the right people if you're on the phone or whatever. I know there could be a half-hour delay or an hour delay, but we just can't have stuff sitting around here because you know what, tomorrow we're getting another load of parts,
Correct.
right? I mean, parts come in here how many times a day? Anywhere from 2 to 10.
That's exactly.
Right, so if we don't continually keep up to it, we're gonna get under it and beneath it, and it's gonna overwhelm us and it's never gonna get done. And we're gonna have technicians stand around. I've seen a few guys today stand around going, where's my parts? Maybe it's not here, but still, we don't wanna have that happen, so.
That's right.
So we're good?
We're good.
All right, perfect, let's rock.
After their talk, Dave immediately gets down to work on the part situation.
So what I just finished doing here is I finished installing a fuel injection system on this car, which was carbureted at one time. What we're getting is we're going to have a little bit more fuel response, a whole lot more throttle intake, faster throttle, crisper exhaust. Everything's going to work so much better. With the fuel injection, you don't end up with the gurgling and frothing you get in the wintertime or in the late fall when it's cold outside. This is just, you fire it up, it stays on full fast idle and it goes all together. We had a few issues, being that this is an aftermarket Adelbrock intake manifold. This, as you see, is sitting on an angle. Most of the time they're sitting straight ahead, so all our fuel lines will come straight back. We run into a few problems there, but I got that corrected. I made some new fuel line and I molded it so that we could just have our lines running a lot smoother and a lot crisper, and then we can go right around the distributor after I get my plug wires on.
Meet TJ, who came to Paradise Garage to get his dream car restored.
So I have a 1968 Pontiac Parisienne convertible, and the convertible is a big deal. Hey man, I'm excited.
Hey, good. You know what, we did a lot of work to your car. We fixed that frame, that was all rusted out there. We did the whole interior. We had to do some engine work. The distributor cap was gone. You had a bunch of other stuff, new shocks, new brakes, brand new stereo speakers. You're gonna love it. But the problem that we're facing right now, I can't deliver it today. We just had a piece of equipment fall and put a big dent in the right front fender.
You're shitting me.
Man, I'm sorry, it's just terrible. We can pop it out.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Bring out the car. Bring out the car. No, I'm just kidding. We're good. We're good. Let's see what that baby looks like. Here it comes. And by the way, we power polished it too.
Oh,
Just to make it shine.
it doesn't even look like the same car. Oh man.
Well, let's go.
Look how
Take a look at
shiny.
your car.
Wow.
Thanks, Dave.
Is that ever nice?
There you go, sir.
Oh,
I had them all worked out, eh?
Thanks very
thank
much.
you.
I told them that we had
Yeah.
a crane fall on today, piece of equipment and dent it. So.
Hey, he totally had me too. There you go. He totally had
Well,
me.
take a look.
Oh man,
It's beautiful.
look at that.
So we fixed this. This wouldn't stay down before, so we had to
Right.
put new grommets on. You got all new seat covers. We moved the seat
Oh,
back,
Yeah, right.
rebuilt frames. We did new carpeting and everything there.
Wow.
Speakers in the back seat because the convertible, so there's no place to put them back here.
Makes sense.
Dave, do you want to pop the hood for me?
Sure.
And yeah, so there was a bunch of stuff.
Did that ever? Wow, that power pole sure did a lot of work. Wow.
Yeah, you can't see the frame, but up here we had to rebox the frame because it was rusted right out there in about 24 inches. Remember that greasy, grimy old engine you brought in? Doesn't quite look like that today.
Oh man. Holy. And
So
that's
we-
the same engine.
So we tie it up. We put a new distributor in there as well. Like I said, new brakes, new shocks. We've got pictures. We got pictures of the engine, what it looked like
Yeah,
before.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you
know
can
what,
see
it was
that,
used
right?
and
So
you know what? The guy didn't have time to clean it before he gave it to me. Wow.
we'll get in, start it up, see what you think.
Oh, absolutely.
After a lot of hard work by the team and much anticipation, TJ finally gets to take his restored Pontiac for a spin to show off his brand new ride.
Oh, yeah.
Purrs like a kitten.
It does, too. Wow. I can't believe that.
The bright cherry red color and the gorgeous chrome accents make this classic car a true showstopper.
Man, that turned out good. I can't believe it.
Yeah, for a daily driver, this is perfect.
You know what, man? It's what I wanted. How you guys found it? This is unreal. I'm excited. I'm actually a little bit of shock, too. It's really, really, really good.
What do you think? You want to take her for a little cruise out the gate and back?
Yeah.
Okay, well, hit her.
Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do.
Once again, another happy customer. Nice grab.
Wow. Look at the job they did. I can't stop smiling. My face actually hurts. That's, wow. And smooth, too. Can't believe it. I talked to Miles and the guys at Paradise Garage to look for one for me, and they found it. And not only that, but it turns out it's the exact same red as the very first car I had when I was a kid. It was a 1980 Monte Carlo. So it kind of pulls on some heartstrings for me. The year of the car happens to be the year my wife was born. So everything kind of worked perfect when they found it and sourced it. And they got it from a guy that works here in our local community. So it turned out absolutely perfect.
TJ is able to drive away with his dream car, and Miles and the team are relishing in another satisfied Paradise Garage customer. Building your dream car is what it's all about at Paradise Garage.